Oh, dear.
Viv's not going to be very happy.
Maybe we should hide them from her.
Hide what? Oh, McNally. And he wasn't even there.
Don't let it get to you.
I don't intend to. I haven't done anything wrong. And once the facts come out, well, people will understand that.
Maybe you should go back to bed, love. You didn't get much sleep last night. I'll deal with the papers.
No, I don't need to. I've got business to run, and that's what I'm going to do.
Next time you see Viv up, you want to buy her a drink.
What are you going on about?
She kept you off the front page. Don't you think we get enough bad publicity? I'm picking Carl up from the hospital this morning.
They're letting him out today.
You were lucky. You didn't do as much damage as we thought. Why don't you come with me?
I've got things to do.
Suit yourself.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't ask, but I was just wondering about my mum and the investigation.
You know I can't comment on that, especially not to you.
I understand that, sir. It's just I'm really worried about her.
I know, I can see that.
And it's not just my mum. What about my complaint? I haven't heard anything yet.
You will in due course when it's been fully investigated, all right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, really, they shouldn't be allowed to print this rubbish.
What did Viv say when she saw it?
Well, she's determined not to let it get to her. But you see, she knows that she's innocent, so she's just hoping that the truth will out.
I feel terrible, Bob. I mean, if I'd known she was under suspicion, I never would have made such a fuss over the presentation.
Well, you weren't to know, were you?
Thought you might like a coffee.
Oh, thank you, my love.
Oh, sorry, Louise. If I'd known you were here, I'd brought you one.
Oh, I'm fine, thanks, Viv.
Morning, Betty.
You seem remarkably cheerful, all things considered.
Why wouldn't I be?
Well, according to the papers, there's all sorts of jiggery-pokery been going on with that there charity of yours.
This article is a disgrace. It's cheap innuendo. They've completely distorted the facts.
I've done nothing wrong. They haven't actually accused me of anything.
Well, they wouldn't have arrested you, unless they thought there was something fishy.
For your information, I am the victim of a ruthless con man. I raised money for Happy's smile in good faith. I was just taken in by that Freddie York. Now, once the police find him, my name will be cleared and all that money will go straight to those needy children.
Well, let's hope you're right.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we can do without the mindless gossip, thank you.
I beg your pardon?
I don't think it helps if people start spreading rumours around.
I hope you're not referring to me.
All right, well, tell me, Betty, did you actually come in here to buy anything?
I came in here out of a sense of public duty and concern for a neighbour. And I quite resent your tone, young man. Good day.
PC Doyle.
Sir?
This is Sergeant Wilkinson from the Professional Standards Unit.
Sarge.
I'm due to be seeing you in a couple of weeks regarding a complaint made against you.
Yes, Sarge.
The sergeant's here on another matter, but I thought he could talk to you as well.
Oh, I'm due on shift.
Well, I'll make sure there's cover for you.
Well, in that case, yeah. Why not? Get it over with.
Good. I'll leave you to it then.
You haven't requested anyone from the Fed?
No.
In that case, I suggest you go and wait in the canteen. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Sarge.
Who is it?
It's me, Mel. Goodness, when I saw the close sign, I thought...
You thought I'd be behind bars?
Well, I don't know how these things work.
We came back last night.
And are you all right?
Fine. I only locked the door because there was nobody here. Bob was working in the shop and the twins needed settling.
Well, I'm here now and I can keep an eye on the cafe, so why don't you go upstairs and put your feet up?
Oh, thank you. I could do with a bit of a break. I didn't get much sleep last night.
Oh, good morning, Mel.
Ladies?
Viv not working today.
She's just gone upstairs. Do you want to talk to her?
No, of course not.
I'll be over in a minute.
Do you know, I sometimes wonder about this village, what with Vivian being taken away by the police. And have you seen this? the King brothers brawling, and at the golf club of all places.
We have more important things to think about. 2 teas, please, Mel.
Do you know, I could do with something stronger. I'm really nervous about this afternoon.
Don't need to be.
Do you think any gentlemen will come?
Damn right they will. And we are going to knock 'em dead.
Do you know what? I don't know how anyone could steal from a children's charity.
It's just a newspaper article. I'm sure there's a perfectly innocent explanation.
What, after she was arrested in front of half the village? You're too trusting, Laurel.
We don't know the facts.
Yeah, well, there's something not quite right. I do know that.
Well, I'm sure we'll know one day. In the meantime, come on. Got to pick Gabby up. Ooh.
What do you want? Can I come in? I came to say I'm sorry.
Not properly this time.
I went too far. But I wanted to get back at you.
Well, I hope you're satisfied.
I shouldn't have done that. And there's other stuff, business. I've been childish.
Yeah, you have.
I want to make it right if you let me.
When you think that makes up for all this.
I'm trying, Carl.
Good morning, ladies.
Joe, what are you doing here?
I'm in search of a spot of lunch.
Oh.
Huh. This is a cafe.
Who's he? His name's Joe Jacobs. He's a friend of Sandy's, and he's a bit of a charmer.
Aren't you going to introduce me?
I don't know him that well. Anyway, it doesn't look as though he's stopping.
I wonder if he knows about the speed dating.
How should I know?
There's only one way to find out.
I can't mention it. He'll think I'm forward.
All right, if you won't tell him, I will.
Wholesome food. Lovely ladies. Who could ask for more?
If he doesn't turn up, I'll hold you responsible.
I know it's no excuse, but yeah. You went to D'Souza behind my back and sold me out. And not just me. Jimmy, Dad, and everything this family's ever stood for. It made me angry, Carl.
You're my brother.
And I want to sort this. You, of all people, know how it feels to get so mad you could kill somebody. We always used to say, you, me, Jimmy, any one of us could have killed him. It happened to be you.
And what do you say that for? To make yourself feel better?
I'm trying to say we're not that different.
Sounds like you're trying to justify yourself.
You're just not going to give me a chance, are you?
Well, I don't feel very forgiving.
You said yourself you should have kept your mouth shut.
That was for Donald's benefit.
Wasting me time. I admit I was so angry yesterday I could have killed you. But I didn't. I stopped myself because it was you. But you didn't give Dad that same chance. So don't talk to me about forgiveness.
What's she grinning at?
Mum, leave it.
No, I will not leave it. You despicable parasite! What you did was beneath contempt. Exploiting my poor dead grandson for your own ends. How could you? I didn't! Oh, don't you lie to me.
Mum, things are bad enough. Just leave it.
Prison's too good for you. You belong in hell.
Come on, just leave it. Mum, leave it. Well, I'll see if they're downstairs. I'll be back up in a minute, Gabby. What do you think you were doing, Mum? I mean, to behave like that in public in front of Gabby. What on earth possessed you?
I did what I thought was right.
You acted like a hooligan. I mean, to accuse Viv, she might be innocent.
I doubt that.
Well, do you know what? From now on, keep your doubts to yourself.
What do you think you're doing here?
Last time I checked, I worked here.
You should be in bed. Look at the state of you.
I'm okay.
And what about you and Matthew?
What about me and Matthew?
Well, you changed your mind about pressing charges?
You don't need to worry about us.
I can't help it. You're either fighting with him or covering things up. If you can't turn him in after what he did to you...
It's sorted. That's all you need to know.
Carl, I like you, and I know it took guts to come and work with me, but if I find I can't trust you, I'll cut you out of this business without a second thought.
That's not going to happen.
You say that, but I know what family means to you, Kings. And whatever he's done to you, Matthew is still your brother.
Not anymore, he's not.
She said some terrible things. She said I'd used Daniel's death for my own personal gain.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm sure she didn't mean it. I mean, she's grieving. She's just lost her grandson.
Yeah, look what I was like when Dawn died. I was all over the place.
I mean, people are bound to judge you by what happened yesterday and what they read in the papers, but think what you've done. You've raised all that money.
Yeah, but Mel's right. And that will do so much good for so many people. When the truth comes out, everybody's gonna know that you're not a criminal. Oh, yeah, you've made some bad decisions. But come on, you made them for the right reasons.
Lovely to see you.
Oh, I need someone to blow the whistle.
Oh, you wouldn't mind doing the honours, would you, Diane? What honours?
Well, every 3 minutes, then we all move tables.
I can't do it. I've got a bar to run. Give it here. I can multitask.
Hey, I'm only here for a bit of peace and quiet.
Oh, you'll be lucky. There's nowhere safe in this village. It's a cesspit of vice and corruption.
Betty's right. You want to watch yourself, some old biddy will drag you back to a table and ask for your inside leg measurement. It's a blue rinse jungle out there.
Hope that wasn't the starting whistle. Not too late, am I?
Just practicing. I'm so glad you could make it. I did wonder when I saw you earlier, but I didn't like to ask.
Who could resist the chance to spend time with such charming ladies as your good selves? Especially you, Betty.
Oh. Here, why didn't you tell me that you'd seen Joe? I could have put my Sunday frock on.
I had my interview with Sergeant Wilkinson this morning. But then you know that, don't you?
I didn't know that's why I was here.
He's a really clever bloke. Nothing got past him. He could see that your complaint was a complete waste of time.
What?
You made a fool of yourself, Donna. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll take over for a couple of hours. You two have a break.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, well, we wouldn't have offered if we weren't.
Oh, what do you say, Munchkin, eh? We could go upstairs, put our feet up.
I spent half the morning upstairs. I fancy a drink.
To the pub?
Of course, to the pub. Why not?
Fine. We'll see you later then.
Thanks.
I'm surprised you two dare show yourself after what you've done.
We're not hiding away because we haven't done anything wrong. And I don't like being lectured to by the likes of you.
I love little Daniel, and I was proud to be his godfather. And you used his memory to line your own pockets.
We didn't.
Oh, you would say that, wouldn't you, you scum the pair of you?
Hey! Viv was taken in by a con man. It could happen to anyone.
Give over. Nobody's that thick. Not even her.
What's wrong with the men around here? I thought there'd be more than two. Be careful what you wish for.
Can I have a pint, please, Val?
You're not going to talk to these ladies looking like that, are you?
He'll clear the room in 5 minutes, and that's before he's broken wind.
Aren't you here for the speed dating?
That bunch of old boilers. You must be joking. Hey, and I don't need any help getting me end away from you. So stuff your speed dating.
Pint of best, please, Val.
Well, you might as well have that one.
Like swimming with sharks, dear.
Eh?
Speed dating for the more mature. Eh?
I've changed my mind.
Right, how are you, lads and lasses? Choose your next victim.
It looks like Pearl's drawn the short straw.
How do you mean? Ernest Ambleford. He had this thing going for the bishop's housekeeper. He punched his grace at the poor woman's funeral.
He's not likely to turn nasty, is he?
Who can tell?
There's hot blood flowing under that hand-knitted cardi.
Really?
Terry, love, why don't you take the weight off your feet for a few minutes, eh?
What, sit with you?
Hey, now, come on, I'm not gonna molest you. Only, my reputation as a femme fatale, it's taken a bit of a hammering just lately.
Oh. Come on then, gorgeous.
Ah, good lad.
It could be my employment is about to terminate.
I thought you had a job for life.
His Grace has never forgiven me for what happened at Anne's funeral.
You mean he's going to sack you?
Constant anxiety. Got dire consequences. Not least financially.
Oh, dear.
Tell me, Pearl. I know that you and Len were never wed, but did he by any chance make any kind of provision for you by way of a pension? Pearl?
Sorry, Ernest.
I think it's about time you went home.
Just got a couple of things to print off.
We can take care of that, but you need some rest. When it comes to recuperation, you're talking to an expert.
Yeah, OK. But we'll be back first thing in the morning.
If you feel up to it. But we'll have to see about getting you some help. You could do with a PA.
All in good time.
We need somebody as soon as possible, the state you're in.
We'll see. See you tomorrow.
Are you sure you don't want me to walk him home? Make sure he gets back safe and sound?
I'm sensing hostility, Miles. What's your problem?
I don't know why you're going out your way to try and help him. Yesterday you told me you couldn't trust him.
Carl says I can. He's given me his word.
And you believe him?
Yes. Up to a point. But I'm not daft. So I'm taking out an insurance policy.
What?
I've got someone lined up to be his PA. She used to work for me. She's loyal and reliable. So if he is tempted to rejoin the family fold, I'll hear about it.
I've done a runner from the speed dating. Can't stand the pace. How are you bearing up?
We're doing our best.
Can't be easy for you.
No.
What's going to happen to all the money you've raised?
Well, nothing for now. We can't give anything to anybody. And our solicitor has advised us to make as few transactions as possible.
Oh, and it's such a waste. That money could be doing so much good. That's why I raised it.
Yeah, Dan knows that.
You tell Ashley. That charity will see every single penny. I'll make sure of it if it's the last thing I do.
I'll tell him. Hey, that bloke Freddie made a right mug of you, didn't he?
Well, thank you, ladies. Been a most enjoyable afternoon. I'm only sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you all.
Well, I would have thought that you could have found 3 minutes for me.
3 minutes wouldn't be nearly enough for you, my dear.
Oh.
Lily.
Oh, charming.
And I'll bid you good day.
Well, I've had a cracking time. I'm thinking about making it a regular session.
What? After today's pathetic turnout?
You just need a bit of marketing, whip up a bit of enthusiasm.
We tried.
Yeah, next time, leave it to me.
Think I'll organise one for the young'uns and all. They spend more than you lot.
I think we'd have been better off at home with a pack of cards and a bottle of sherry.
I hate to admit it, but I think you're right.
Vivienne? I've been looking for you. Oh, no, don't cry.
Can't help it. You've seen what's happened today. You've heard what people have said.
Yeah, but you've been so brave.
There's only so much I can take.
I will help you through this.
There's nothing you can do. People either hate me because they think I'm a criminal, or they pity me because they think I'm stupid and I don't know which is worse.
Right, we know the truth, yeah? That's what counts.
It's not enough. I thought I could cope, but I can't. And I can't get through another day like today. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Tonight on ITV1.
I've smoked since I was 16 and I've been using sunbed since the mid-80s, and look at me. Picture of hell.
It's Benny Dorm, and then at 9:30 it's Teenage Kicks.
Throw! Back of mixer!
A whole hour of great British comedy tonight from 9.